Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gentle Dog Trainers channel. I'm your host Olivia DeSantos, and today I bring you a soothing voiceover video about the 9 dog sleeping positions and what they mean. So I wrote an article about this and it was super interesting. If you want to learn more, then head to the link in the bio. But if you want to have a brief overview of the 9 dog sleeping positions, then keep watching. But before we dive in, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you want to raise happy, healthy and well-behaved dogs. We talk about all things dogs here on this channel every week. So hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button so that you never miss an upload. Now let's talk about dogs and sleep. So we did do a full video on why dogs sleep so much, and in that video I mentioned that dogs can sleep way more than we do. Adult dogs actually sleep between 8 and 13 hours, and the average is about 11 hours. So 11 hours of sleep every single day. Some of that will be sleep at night and some of it will be sleep during the day. So dogs sleep a lot. In terms of their sleeping position, you can tell a little bit how they might be feeling. Sometimes you might be able to read a little bit of anxiety from their sleeping position, but generally speaking, dogs change their sleeping position a lot throughout the day, even throughout that sleeping session. So I wouldn't read far too much into it, but if you're interested, keep watching. Let's go over the 9 sleeping positions that your dog may have. So the first is the side sleeper. So this is the most common way that dogs will sleep, and if they sleep lying on their sides, then they are really comfortable. This is a very relaxed position. It means that they're calm in their surroundings, they're relaxed in their surroundings. It's not an easy sleeping position to just spring into action from. So this is how you know that your dog is super comfortable. They might even be dreaming in this sleep position. The next is the donut. So the donut is another common sleeping position for dogs, is when your dog basically curls up into a donut shape, so nose to tailbone, kind of like a self-hug. And in this scenario, it really depends, but sometimes it can mean that they are cold. So it could be that they're cold. It could be that they don't feel particularly safe. So they want to feel protected and safe. So they curl up into a ball. But some dogs just prefer this sleeping position and just like sleeping in a coil. So it could be a plethora of reasons why your dog sleeps this way. Another pose is the lion pose. So this is also known as the Sphinx pose. This is when your dog dozes on all fours. So they are down on all fours and they rest their head on their front paws. And generally speaking, this is a dozy sleep position. They are not really sleeping. They're just kind of resting their eyes. They can spring into action very quickly from this position. So it could be about it could be a little bit of anxiety, they want to remain alert, or it could just be that they want to rest their eyes for a bit, they're just dozing, they're not properly sleeping. So the next sleeping position is probably my favorite, and this is the Superman sleeping position. This is when your dog sleeps all fours with their paws outstretched in front of them and behind them, like they're soaring through the air like Superman. And this is super cute. It's really common to see in puppies in particular. Like puppies can just drop into this position and sleep. It's really cute. So it could be a sign of exhaustion. If your adult dog sleeps in this position, it could be because they're really tired, or it could just be because they want to remain alert as well, because they can spring into action from here quite easily. It also could be because they are too hot. So if they are doing this on a cool surface, then it could be to cool themselves down. The 5th dog sleeping position is the cuddler. So this is when your dog is leaning against you or another pet or another dog in your household and cuddling up against you to sleep. And this is to make them feel secure, relaxed, trusting, to bond. This is how you know that your dog really loves you. The sixth position is the belly up. So this is really, really funny. You will find this all over Instagram, I'm sure. Your dog lies on their back and their legs are splayed. Belly is fully on show. And generally speaking, it means that they are super comfortable in their environment, because this is a very vulnerable position. Exposing your belly is the most vulnerable position that dogs can have. So your puppy or your dog is super relaxed if they are sleeping this way. They could also be cooling themselves down, because exposing their belly gives them a lot of airflow to their stomach, and their belly holds most of their heat. So if they expose it to the elements, and they get a lot of airflow there. Then you have the burrower. So the burrower is essentially a kind of like a cave sleeping scenario. Some dogs really like cave beds in particular. We have a review article all about cave beds, so I'll leave that in the description box down below. But the jury's out as to whether dogs are denning animals or not. Suffice to say, if your dog does like to be wrapped up in a blanket or cloaking themselves or in a cave bed, then they might really love this dog sleeping position, just being nuzzled into something. Some dogs sleep like this in general because they find it really comfortable. Some of them it's because of a stressful situation. So it could be that there are fireworks going on, or maybe, there's moving furniture or something like that, and they'll do this to protect themselves. Dogs might do this if they're feeling really cold as well. So if you want to wrap them up in a blanket whilst your dog is cold, then they might sleep in this lovely cocoon or burrower sleeping position. Next, we have the head and neck raise. So this is when your dog is basically sleeping with their head raised, somewhat like us, with pillows. So they might actually sleep with a pillow. I have a few photos of my dog just sleeping with an actual pillow and resting his head on the pillow. It's very, very comfortable, and it actually helps with breathing. There are also beds that are really conducive to this sleeping position. So for example, like the orthopedic dog bed from Fur King that we reviewed a little while back, it has raised sides so that your dog can have their neck and head raised if they want. It's that comfortable, it's that soothing. And finally, the last one is the cool down. So technically I could say that the belly up and the Superman are both cooling poses, but essentially the cool down is any kind of sleeping position that allows your dog to feel really cold against a surface. So if they're putting all of their limbs and their stomach either in the air or down on the ground, then it could be because they're too hot and they want to cool their temperature down. Usually they'll be doing this on some tiling or concrete or stone, something that doesn't have any insulation. So if it's high summer, then you might want to invest in a dog cooling mat to help your dog stay cool in the summer. I hope this video was interesting and helpful for you. Comment down below what you want to hear us talk about next, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.